Hello, this is David Sutton from SEFA World Headquarters located in Garden City, New York, which is about 18 miles outside of New York City. I'm the Executive Director of SEFA, the Scientific Equipment and Furniture Association. And I'm here to tell you about some really exciting things that are going to go on at ARABLAB 2018 involving SEFA and ARABLAB. And first of all, I have to thank the show organizer, David Dominy, for allowing SEFA to make the presentations and to be so active at ARABLAB. Without his generosity and his support and his foresight, actually, none of this would be possible. And David and I have discussed this, and we've known each other for many years. What he's trying to do is make the show as valuable to every attendee and every exhibitor, and I think this is one of the ways that he has come up with to do that, and I think it works for everybody. So what we're going to do this year at 2018 at ARABLAB is that SEFA is going to have 2 full days of presentations. The first day will be on March 19, which is a Monday, the second day of the show, and then the following day on Tuesday, March 20th, we're also going to have a full day of presentations. And what I want to do is talk to you a little bit about who's going to be speaking and what the topics are, so you have something really interesting to look forward to. So the first day of presentation is going to start approximately 10:20, 10:30 on that Monday, March 19. And we're going to have speakers such as Josh Meyer, who's a managing principal of Jacobs Engineering, and he's going to talk about his personal involvement in very different projects throughout the world, and the innovations and the trends in laboratory design. Puneet Jain, who is our keynote speaker, who's a vice president at Canon Design, will talk about a recent award-winning project involving Novartis, as well as other projects. T.H. Chang, who's a principal of his own firm, Chang Consulting. We'll also talk about projects that he's been involved in, including KAUST in Saudi Arabia, which should be interesting. Brian Richard from Kirksey Architecture, located in soggy Houston, Texas. They're recovering from Hurricane Harvey, and I'm sure Brian's going to look forward to drying out in Dubai. And the beauty of having Brian in Dubai is that Brian specializes in the petrochemical industry, and so he's done a lot of designs for that industry, for the petroleum industry. So that's going to be really interesting. We're also going to have Catherine Song, who's works for one of SEFA's executive members, and that's ARABLAB in China. And Catherine and I have known each other for many years, and she's going to provide some insights into the Chinese market and what's happening in China. As some of you know, it is one of the fastest growing markets in the world. So we look forward to hearing from Catherine. Now, at the last presentation on the first day, I'm going to make a presentation about a market survey that SEFA has commissioned with Top-Down Analytics of California. And what we're doing is we're having Top-Down Analytics analyze the entire global market for laboratory furniture and lab enclosures. That's fume hoods and biosafety cabinets, and people call them fume cupboards. And what we're going to be able to do is tell you what the size of the market is worldwide, what the projected growth is over a 3-year period, the next 3 years and the next 6 years. And then perhaps even more interesting is that we're also breaking it down by region: the European region, the Asian market, the North American market, etc. And we will be making projections about the 3-year and 6-year growth rate for each and every one of those regions of the world. So it should be pretty interesting, and you don't want to miss that. Then, after all the presentations are done, approximately 4:30 p.m., we're going to have in the SEFA lounge a reception. And the reception is going to be light drinks and food and you're going to be able to meet the speakers in a very nice informal setting. A lot of questions to speakers last year, and I felt it was important that we provide a way for people to talk to the speakers at the SEFA Lounge. So that's what we're going to do on the second day. At the end of the first day. On the second day, we're going to begin our presentations again at approximately 10:20, 10:30 in the morning. George Santos, who is head of the International Division of Flores Valles, located in Madrid, Spain, is going to talk about his personal involvement in many award-winning projects throughout the world. So that should be pretty interesting. Puneet Jain, who's our keynote speaker, will again make a presentation about a different topic on the second day, and he'll talk about innovations and cutting-edge designs and things of that nature. We're also going to have some people from HOK. I'm not sure who they are right now, but HOK is a large architectural firm, very well known, and they are actually the lead architect on the 2017 Lab of the Year project, which is the Francis Crick Institute project located in London. That won the most prestigious award in the world as far as we are concerned for lab design and lab projects, and so I'm looking forward to hearing from people at HOK about that particular project. Now, I'm also going to talk to you about SEFA and the fact that SEFA is an international trade association. We have approximately 160 members throughout the world. They're manufacturers of laboratory furniture and fume hoods and related equipment such as fixtures and tops. Many of them are exhibitors at ARABLAB year after year. We also have an advisory board member of the world's leading architects and lab planners and lab designers. So many of them are speaking at ARABLAB 2018 during these 2 days of sessions. Then I'm also going to do something. This is the very last thing on the second day, which we did last year, which worked out really great. And it's what I call a Davos style conversation with our speakers, and they'll be sitting on couches and on chairs in the SEFA theater where all the presentations are being made, and I'm going to ask them questions, and more importantly, the audience is going to be able to ask them questions. And I can tell you, last year it was phenomenal. We had a couple of our speakers. It was packed. The audience, there wasn't an extra seat in the house. And what I really liked was the give and take between the speakers and the questions and comments from the audience. It was spectacular. And then we're also going to have, at the very end of that second day, we're also going to have a Meet the Speakers reception again at the SEFA Lounge. And again, we'll serve light food and drinks and things of that nature. But most importantly, it'll give people the chance to informally talk to the speakers and ask them any questions that they may have. So that's going to be 2 days, March 19th and March 20th, 2018, at ARABLAB. And once again, I want to thank David Dominy for his responsiveness to the needs of the attendees and the exhibitors at ARABLAB 2018. Without his assistance, his generosity, none of this would have been possible. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you at ARABLAB 2018. See you then.